Good afternoon, children.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, children. Chapter Synthetic Fibers and Plastic was completed. Okay, children?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All of you have studied what is synthetic fiber. Once again, I summarize the chapter, and after that, I will discuss question answer. Am I clear? Today, I will summarize the chapter, and after that, I will start discussion of question answer. All of you have read there are two types of fibers, natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers are made by man. So these are also known as artificial fibers or man-made fibers. There are different types of synthetic fibers like rayon, nylon, terylene, PET and acrylon. Synthetic fibers are the polymers. Many monomers are joined together to form polymer, and synthetic fiber is formed by a process called polymerization. Okay? Then you had read what is the special feature of rayon. Rayon is also known as artificial silk because it looks like silk. It shines like silk. And rayon is also known as regenerated fiber because the raw material is natural. We get rayon by treating the wood pulp with sulfuric acid. Okay, so rayon is also known as regenerated fiber. Am I clear? I will discuss important things only. Okay, rayon is called regenerated fiber. Why rayon is called regenerated fiber? And why rayon is called artificial silk? Two things are important. And what is the use of rayon? Rayon is used to make bed sheet, dress material, then surgical products, etc. Then you have read nylon, which is the true synthetic fiber, and nylon is also very useful. It is highly tensile, very durable, high elasticity is there. These are the properties of nylon. It is used to make fishing net, ropes for climbing rocks, used for making comb, hook, socks, etc. Then you have read about the terylene. Terylene is also used to make dress material. It is used to make sails for boat, and when terylene is mixed with cotton, wool and silk, we can get terrycot, terry wool and terry silk, and these are also used to make cloth material and other items. Children, you know fibers are used to make fabrics and fabrics are used to make clothes. So we make clothes from the synthetic fibers. Okay. Then you have read about PET. What is full form of PET? Very important. Can any one of you say full form of PET?
Yes, ma'am. Polyethylene tetraplate.
Yes.
Polyethylene tetraplate.
Yes, very good. So PET is also used to make containers which are used in the industries for packaging of cold drinks, soft drinks, fruit juices, oil, etc. It is also used to make magnetic tape that is used in audio and video cassette. Use of each and every synthetic fiber is very important. Sometimes use will be written and you will be asked that this use is of which synthetic fiber. Like fishing net is made from which synthetic fiber? What you will reply? Fishing nylon. Yes. So question may be asked in two different ways. What is the use of nylon, or conveyor belt is made of what? Which synthetic fiber is used to make conveyor belt? Can any one of you say?
Terylene.
Yes, terylene. So this type of question will be asked. Then you will see, children, what is the advantage of synthetic fiber. All of you have read synthetic fiber is easy to wash, and it dries up quickly, and it has long lasting. It can be dyed in a variety of color, and it is wrinkle resistant. It does not require ironing, and it is moth resistant. Okay, so all these are the properties of synthetic fibers. These are the advantage of synthetic fiber. Okay, then what is the disadvantage of synthetic fiber? One activity is given, children, related to that synthetic fiber absorbs less water. One activity is given. You take different types of clothes, like nylon cloth. You can get it from the tailor. A small piece of nylon cloth, silk cloth, cotton cloth. Okay, 3 types of clothes you will require, and take 3 small sized mug and put equal amount of water in all these 3 types of mugs, and then you dip in one mug, you dip nylon cloth, in other mug you dip which cloth? Cotton cloth, and in third one you can dip one woolen cloth, and then take out it and you spread it on a wire to be dried. Then you will see, children, that which one will dry up fast? The cloth made of nylon. The cloth made of nylon will dry up fast. And one more thing you will observe, that in which bucket less amount of water is left. When you dip nylon cloth, cotton cloth and woolen cloth in 3 different mugs in equal amount of water, then you will see, children, that in nylon cloth more amount of water is left in the mug. Why? Because it absorbs less water. It dries up quickly, that you have noticed. And second thing what you are observing, nylon absorbs less water. Now when you will read a disadvantage of synthetic fiber, then you will observe that synthetic fiber is not suitable to wear in summer season and rainy season, because it does not absorb sweat. Okay, synthetic fibers do not absorb sweat, so it is not comfortable to wear it in summer season or rainy season, because sweating takes place from our body.
Sticks to our body.
Sweating takes place, and this sweat is not absorbed by nylon cloth or synthetic cloth, so we do not feel comfortable. Okay, this cloth sticks to our body. Therefore, we should wear cotton clothes and light colored clothes in summer season. Okay, so this is disadvantage of synthetic fiber. Next disadvantage you have read, that synthetic fibers have low melting point. Therefore, they catch fire easily. So we should avoid to wear synthetic fibers while working in the kitchen. Am I clear? When we are working in the kitchen, we should not wear synthetic clothes, because it may catch fire immediately. Am I clear, children? Due to low melting point.
Yes.
Next disadvantage, it is non-biodegradable. It is not decomposed by natural method, so it causes pollution in the environment. Am I clear? So you have seen important questions. Once again I repeat, why rayon is called artificial silk? Why, you can note down or you can take in the book. Why rayon is called regenerated fiber? Next, what is the use of nylon? Next you will see what is the use of terylene. Conveyor belt is made of which synthetic fiber? Okay, these are the questions. Then what is full form of PET and what is its use? Next thing, what is use of acrylic fiber? And which synthetic fiber resembles wool? ऊन से मिलता जुलता कौन सा सिंथेटिक फाइबर है? और ये इसका दूसरा नाम क्या है? एक्रिलिक फाइबर, ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एक्रिलॉन. ओके, इट रिजेंबल्स वूल एज rayon resembles silk. In the similar way, this acrylic fiber resembles wool. And one advantage of synthetic fiber I forgot to tell you, that is they are less expensive. Natural fibers are more expensive, but synthetic fibers are less expensive. Okay, so you will see children that acrylic fiber or acrylon resembles wool. We can get sweater, shawl, etc., blanket of acrylic fiber is as light as wool and it provides the same warmth. Okay, the warmth that is given by the pure wool, same warmth is given by the acrylic fiber blanket. We can make blanket, sweater, woolen clothes from this acrylic fiber. Clear? Then in this chapter, next thing is plastic. Most important question in plastic is distinguish between thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. Plastic is also a polymer in which there are two types of arrangements of the monomer. This is one type of arrangement of monomer. You can see children, this is linear arrangement of monomer. This is linear arrangement of monomer. Linear arrangement of monomer. And this is cross-link arrangement of monomer. This is cross-link arrangement of monomer. Is it clear to you children? Now, what is the characteristic of plastic? They are of lightweight and they are lustrous and they are durable. They are available in a variety of color. They are resistant to chemicals. Okay? That is why we put acid in plastic bottle, because the plastic is resistant to chemical, and they are poor conductors of heat and electricity. So all these are the characteristics of plastics. Plastics are of two types. This arrangement of monomer is found in plastic, that is called thermoplastic. In thermoplastic, and this is the arrangement in thermosetting plastic. Thermosetting plastic. Two types of plastics you have seen. In thermoplastic, there is linear arrangement of monomer, and in thermosetting plastic, there is cross-link arrangement of monomer. Am I clear? Cross-link arrangement of monomer. And thermoplastic can be heated and remolded. They can be deformed on heating. They melt and they can be deformed, and they can be remolded again. But thermosetting plastic, when heated, molded, it cannot be remolded again. Okay, this is difference between thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. Example of thermoplastic you can write, that is nylon, polythene, PVC, polyvinyl chloride, polystyrene, etc. And thermosetting plastic you can write bakelite and melamine. Okay, now 2-3 things are there. What is Teflon? Teflon is a special plastic which is used in kitchenware for making non-stick utensil because it is resistant to water and oil. Am I clear? Why Teflon is used to make non-stick utensil? Because it is resistant to water and oil. So it is a special type of plastic. Next is, which plastic is used to make uniform of fireman? It is thermosetting plastic, which is which plastic? Melamine. Melamine is fire resistant, so it is used to make uniform of fireman. Is it clear to you children? कौन सा प्लास्टिक हम लोग फायरमैन का यूनिफॉर्म बनाने में यूज करते हैं और क्यों करते हैं? तो मेलामाइन इज यूज टू मेक यूनिफॉर्म ऑफ फायरमैन बिकॉज इट इज रेसिस्टेंट टू fire. Okay, so Teflon, melamine, and next you will see children, it is bakelite. Bakelite is also a thermosetting plastic. Bakelite, melamine, these are thermosetting plastics. Bakelite is a poor conductor of electricity, so it is used to make the switchboard of the electrical appliances. All these are the differences between thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. The most important question from this chapter, all of you tick in your book, BBIE, thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. Next very important question you are going to read, that is how plastic affects our environment. Okay, why it causes problem in our environment. Plastic is non-biodegradable, so it is not decomposed by natural method and it causes pollution in the environment. Okay? Children, nowadays we are using plastic too much. When we go to shop, we do not carry our jute bag, cotton bag, we go empty hand and the shopkeepers provide the material in the polythene, and the polythene is a plastic which chokes the drainage system. It clogs the drainage system in the city. Okay, sometimes plastic clogs the drainage system in the city, and sometimes when the stray animals, they eat the plastic while taking the leftover food from the garbage, they swallow the plastic and the plastic chokes their digestive tract and the stray animals may die. Okay, so plastic may cause death of stray animals because stray animals swallow the plastic and that chokes the digestive tract of the stray animals and stray animals may die. Next thing you will see children, that when plastics are burnt, they produce harmful gases and they cause pollution in the air. So you have seen that plastic may cause pollution in the air, plastic may cause pollution in the environment also. When it is thrown nearby our house, it does not decompose easily because it is non-biodegradable. So it causes pollution in the soil also. Okay. Now you will see children, how can we minimize the use of plastic? While going to market, we should carry our jute bag or cotton bag with us. And being a responsible citizen, we should use 4R, that is reuse, reduce, recover and recycle. Reduce means we should minimize the use of plastic. Next, reduce, reuse. If any item is in the plastic, then after the consumption of that item when plastic bottle becomes empty, we should not throw it. We should clean it and again we can use it. Then recycle. The old plastic can be recycled and we can make other items from this old plastic item by recycling. And recover. Recover means in place of plastic we can use the other things. So these are the 4 R's by which we can minimize the use of plastic. So everything is clear to you, children? Or still someone has any problem? Children, I have summarized the chapter. Still, is there any problem? Anyone has any problem, any doubt? Okay, Kumar Ansu has written, it is clear to me. Rishabh Raj also, no ma'am. Rishabh Raj, no ma'am. I am asking to each and every child, everybody has followed me? Okay, Priyanshu Kumari, no ma'am. And important questions also, Ayush Ratan, no ma'am, yes ma'am. Ayush Ratan, you have written yes ma'am, do you have any problem? Kumari Srishti, no ma'am. Ayush Ratan. Okay, everybody has written. I am reading your chat box. No ma'am, Ayush, Priyanshu, from Ayush Ratan. Ayush Ratan, do you have any problem? Ashish Kumar, no ma'am. Ayush Ratan. Okay, Ayush Ratan is also writing no ma'am. Okay, so now I will discuss questions. Let me see questions and I will tell you the answer. Children, all of you will note down the important questions. Right now I will discuss important questions. Chapter is very easy. Uses of all the synthetic fibers you have to learn. Difference between thermosetting and thermoplastic you have to learn. Okay, thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic difference is very important, and how plastic is harmful for our environment. What problem may arise due to use of plastic, that is also important. And one thing more, why we should not wear synthetic clothes while working in the kitchen? And why we should not wear synthetic clothes in summer and rainy season? That is also important. Now fill in the blanks. Rayon is also known as regenerated fiber or artificial silk. Next, dash is the simplest molecule of a polymer. It is monomer. Monomer is the simplest molecule of a polymer. Next, dash and dash are the examples of natural fibers. Natural fibers, cotton and jute or wool, any two you can mention. Next, dash plastic cannot be remolded again on heating. It is, yes, silk and wool also can be written. Okay, silk, wool, jute, cotton, anything you can write in natural fiber. Next is dash plastic cannot be remolded again on heating. It is thermosetting. Thermosetting plastic cannot be remolded on heating. Next, nylon is a dash fiber. Which fiber? Artificial fiber. Next is state whether the following statements are true or false. First is the plastic used for insulating electrical wires is Teflon. It is false. Yes, synthetic also. It is false. Plastic used for insulating electrical wire is bakelite. So it is written Teflon, you can write it false. Teflon is used for making non-stick utensils. Next, synthetic fibers absorb less water. It is true. Synthetic fibers absorb less water. True. Next, thermoplastics can be easily remolded on heating. It is true. Thermoplastics can be easily remolded on heating. It is true. Next, all types of plastics are biodegradable. It is false. Plastics are non-biodegradable. Can you say the example of biodegradable material? Like peels of fruits and vegetables, natural fibers. Natural fibers are also biodegradable. Okay, cotton, wool, jute, all these are biodegradable. Next, natural fibers are resistant to the attack of chemicals like acids and alkalis. It is false. Plastics are resistant to chemicals. It is written natural fiber, so it is false. Next is answer the following questions in brief. First is what are synthetic fibers? You can underline in the book. Fibers which are made by man in the factories with the help of chemicals are called synthetic fibers. Like, you can write the name: nylon, PET, acrylic fiber, etc. Next, give two uses of rayon. It is used to make surgical products like bandage. Next, it is used to make bed sheet, okay, dress material, etc. Next, name a few articles that can be made from nylon. You can write hooks, comb, socks, fishing net, okay, all these are the materials. Toothbrush. Next, why are clothes made from synthetic fibers uncomfortable in summer? Why they are uncomfortable? Because they do not absorb sweat from our body, they stick to our body, so it is not comfortable to wear them in the summer season. Next, give two examples each of thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. Two examples of thermoplastics are polythene, PVC, and two examples of thermosetting plastics are melamine and bakelite. Okay. Next, give two examples each of thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. Two examples of thermoplastics. I have already told you thermoplastic like polythene, PVC, polystyrene, etc. And two thermosetting plastics, they are which? Bakelite and melamine. Next, give examples which indicate that nylon fibers are very strong. We can make some items like fishing net, okay, and other items like parachute. It indicates that the nylon fibers are very strong. Ropes for climbing rocks. So we can say nylon are very strong. Next, categorize the material of the following products into can be recycled and cannot be recycled. It is given in new book or not? Children, name of the material to be recycled and not recycled is given in the new book or not? No, not given. Okay, then you leave it. Then you leave it. Next is, write the full form of PET and mention its usage. I have already told you, polyethylene tetraphthalate, and uses, it is used to make magnetic tape that is used in audio and video cassette, and it is also used in the industries for making bottles. Bottles are used to pack oil, soft drinks, etc.